President Trump is back in Washington, where he is expected to continue a shakeup of senior staffers and cabinet members.
In the 14 months of his presidency, an unprecedented number, more than 20 top officials, have already left the administration. That number is likely to grow in the weeks ahead.
National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster, Veterans Affairs Secretary David Shulkin, Housing Secretary Ben Carson, and Chief of Staff John Kelly are considered most at risk. Major Garrett is at the White House with the newest information on the staff and cabinet changes. Major, good morning.
Good morning. The purge could take down a chief of staff, a national security advisor, and up to 3 cabinet secretaries. This is an unprecedented situation, even by the chaotic standards of the Trump administration, and to call it a distraction would be an understatement. What ultimately happens depends on President Trump's volatile mood and available, willing replacements.
We're coming back and doing it more so than we've ever done before. We're setting records.
President Trump touted what he called record-setting economic progress in St. Louis Wednesday, but the turnover of top White House aides has also made history. So far, more than 20 senior administration staffers have either been fired, resigned, or reassigned. The next to go could be National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster, expected to be replaced by former Bush administration official and frequent Fox News analyst John Bolton. Bolton is a hawk on Iran and North Korea, like new Secretary of State nominee Mike Pompeo. Veteran Secretary David Shulkin could also be forced out, with Energy Secretary Rick Perry ready to replace him. In February, the VA Inspector General determined Shulkin used taxpayer dollars on a lavish trip to Europe for his wife. Mr. Trump joked about firing Shulkin last summer.
It will be properly implemented. Right, David? Better be David. We'll never have to use those words on our David.
Sources said Secretary of Housing and Urban Development Ben Carson is also in jeopardy after purchasing a $31,000 dining room set for his office. The order was eventually canceled. And the man brought in last summer to impose order, Chief of Staff John Kelly, may also be on the way out, according to congressional and administration sources.
I don't like across-the-board tariffs.
President Trump's new chief economist, CNBC commentator Larry Kudlow, gave an interview in which he disagreed with the president on tariffs and NAFTA.
We mustn't shoot ourselves in the foot.
Kudlow, who will replace Gary Cohn, last served in government in the 1980s. He asked Cohn, himself a novice, for a quick refresher course.
I said, Gary, this is a really dumb question, but look, what do you do? What's your day like? What do you do?
Amid all of this, there are conflicting interpretations about the job security of Attorney General Jeff Sessions. Long a subject of President Trump's scorn, Sessions could be replaced by EPA Administrator Scott Pruitt. Though there are those I've talked to who believe Sessions may survive, John, simply because a battle to confirm his replacement would be too exhausting, even for this White House.
Major, thanks.